Hello, I'm Sleepy-Fox, and this is the Wifu-Box development update vlog number 3. This one's been a long time coming, but I've gotten a whole lot of work done since the last video, focusing more on work than doing the videos, which is why it's been so long since one on. But we've got a lot to cover, so let's just get right into it. Starting with the things that have been done since the last update, and this has been a big one. Starting with basically rebuilding the entire back end. Now, all the art assets are still the same, so it probably doesn't look particularly different. The code rewrite behind the scenes has enabled pretty much all of the features coming up next, but the main big one is that the inventories are now dynamically populated. Now, it's really just back-end stuff, but it's essentially, instead of just being written manually, the code is now taking all the assets in the folders and then just building out the inventories from that. So it's just drag and drop at this point. So, starting with the first thing the player's going to see, the title screen. We now have a title screen. It's got the, start, options, all the nifty little buttons, and then a character selection screen, which allows you to pick your starter waifu, and saving and loading, so you can now continue on from a previous character, or, start from scratch at the title screen. Another hugely requested feature, which was, I think, top of the poll, is the bust, waist, and hip scalers. Now, this was a whole lot of work, required fiddling with the mesh, rebuilding a lot of the mesh entirely, and doing a lot of extra work on the textures as well. So yeah, that's not just the mesh itself, but also the clothing had to be refixed, reworked, moved around, shuffled. Fortunately, I got this done very early on in development, so not a lot of clothing had to be changed, but going forwards, yeah, it'll make a whole lot of difference. Another thing that the rebuild has allowed is some basic modding. Now, this is very simple stuff at the moment, very bare bones, but has been tested. We have the Slime Waifu mod content, which is basically just a reskin, various different colors. Quite proud of it, but yeah, it's just drag and drop. You just grab the mod folder, drop it in the right folder in the game, and it'll use the dynamic population system to add those to your waifu options. Another thing I've been working on in the meantime is the Wifu comic. Now, this is something that was hinted at during the Kickstarter campaign, but I figured, why the hell not? Page 1 is done. It's centered around Yan Chan having some fun with the whole corona situation. Page 2 will be coming up hopefully soon. It's mostly done, but yeah, still got a few finishing touches to be put on it. Another side project that has been completed in the meantime is the starter waifu emotes for the Discord server. Now, we just recently got enough Nitro over there, which is like a special currency that people who have subscribed can give to the site, to allow us 250 emojis on the site. So we filled up all the stock ones, the non-animated emojis, with a whole slew of starter waifu themed reactions. So if you're not on the Discord, what are you doing with your life? Come on over and check them out for yourself. We also have 5 animated emojis, and I am hugely proud of how they turned out. It wasn't a huge amount of work to get those done. It was obviously a bit of work to get the polls set up and get all the animating done, but they're just using the in-game assets, so yeah. Fun little side tangent just to keep things interesting. So that's what's been done so far. What's currently being worked on is the starter Snack waifus. This was something that actually came about due to a change.org petition that was started by some of the fellows on the Discord server. It wound up getting 100 signatures, which I was not expecting. So yes, that is what I'm doing now. I am adding in functionality for the snake waifus. It's quite a bit of work, namely because I wasn't anticipating it, so there was no prep work really done. But it's coming along, the model's done, the animations are mostly done. Just gotta finish up the animations and get the assets working in-game, which is going to be much easier with the rebuild. The code behind the scenes it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. So hopefully it'll just be a matter of porting over the assets, including them in the functionality, and adding them to the list. So the other side thing is the Dakimakuras and the Wifu-Box merch store, which is something I have been desperately wanting to do for a long time now, but yes. We have a Dere-chan, Dakimakura, and a whole heap of other stuff, mugs, pins, hopefully stickers, and yeah, just waiting for the test stuff to come back. I've had some things printed just to get the quality, just to make sure the quality is okay before I start asking for money for this stuff, but yes, very excited about those. But now we move on to what is next. Now, we still have 2 more things left to do in this phase of development. That is the character creation and customization phase. That is the color variation support and screen size support. So color variation is essentially allowing for different colored items to be in the same slot. So, you know, you might have a black hair item, and then you'll be able to select different colors variations within that item slot. So it's just kind of allowing this extra functionality. And screen size support, it's not something I've been focused on as of yet. It's just something that's been falling by the wayside, but I have had people request supporting different screen sizes, various things falling off the edges when using certain different proportion screens. So yeah, that'll be next once the snake waifus are all finished up. And the next phase is going to be interactivity and waifu boxes. Still not sure about that name, the waifu boxes, but yes, that'll just be the play area itself, and getting the waifus to actually do things. Interact with an environment, sitting on things, picking up things, eating, this, that, the other. So yeah, that'll be the whole next phase, comparable to what we've done so far. That's what this is going to take up. And of course, the other thing on the to-do list will be the next update video. Now, I'm hoping to get these to happen on a monthly basis. We'll see how that goes. But if you want to help me with that, please, please, please drop some questions down below. That'll really help me to get a better focus on what to cover in the videos. At the end of the video, before we finish up, I want to say a huge thank you to our Patreon and Subscribe-Star supporters. We just recently launched. Not many rewards just yet, but I am hoping to fill those out once I get the hang of this whole thing. I got some interesting rewards planned for the future. So yes, look forward to that. So, special shoutouts to Iggy Says Bork, Clade Webb, and Doggo Bounce. And yes, thank you enormously for your support. It really means the world to me that people believe in the project enough to actually put their money where their mouth is. It is hugely motivating to know that I have this kind of support and trust that I can get this done. So thank you so much. And lastly, I want to give my appreciation to the tireless work of our Discord moderators. We're heading up on nearly 500 users up on the Discord. It's a wee bit of work. We have a fantastic community over there. It is really helpful having the moderators around to help out, so thank you guys as well. And I guess that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Cheerio!